Meadows out front with me now. He's a former federal prosecutor. It's good to see you, Shan. So this is, as Ryan's laying out, what Meadows is writing in his book, writing about private conversations he had with the president. Does that undermine his claims of his executive privilege that he's making to the January 6th committee?
Yes, it does, Kate. I mean, I think this is an example of Mark Meadows wanting his book contract and wanting to eat it too, and he really may be forced to eat it because it's common sense that if you're claiming that your conversations are private and privileged, that you're not going to be writing a book about it. Now, we have to remember courts don't like to construe a waiver very broadly. They're going to want to look at very specific instances, so the mere fact that he might have waived it once doesn't mean everything is waived. But even bigger problem for him, Kate, is whose privilege is it? It's no more his privilege than it is the former President Trump's privilege. It's really Joe Biden's privilege, and they've decided to waive it.
You know, someone else who has tried to help Donald Trump push the big lie is conservative lawyer John Eastman. And he, of course, is the man who wrote that memo ahead of January 6th, urging Vice President Pence to overturn the election. Today, Eastman says that he plans to claim Fifth Amendment protections when he shows up before the January 6th committee. And this is just after, Shan, you know, another key figure here, former Justice Department official Jeffrey Clark, he said he is going to do the same. And I'm seeing this, and I'm wondering if you think this is some kind of a domino effect it's creating and kind of what it means in the bigger picture of the committee's investigation.
Yeah, I'm actually just surprised no one else has taken the fifth already. There's obvious potential criminal culpability here. There could be a referral. The DOJ could already be looking at it. And so they are right to be concerned. It seems like they may have been trying a two-pronged defense. The first is to put up the executive privilege, and if that doesn't work, they can fall back on the Fifth Amendment privilege. For the committee's work, I think even if they do successfully invoke the Fifth Amendment, I think the committee has lots of evidence and documents that they can reach their conclusions upon. Obviously, they could try to grant them some immunity for testifying, but I think they need to be really cautious about that. I mean, the Iran-Contra taught us the dangers of that. It could be very difficult to detangle what you're immunized from before Congress versus what you could still be held liable for criminally. So it's a dicey situation.
So interesting. Shan, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Out front next, a troubling way